What if I told you the wealthiest people in your city aren't the ones driving Lamborghinis, but the ones quietly buying real estate next door dressed in plain clothes with no Instagram to prove it? Sounds boring? That's exactly the trap most people fall into, mistaking flash for fortune. But here's the truth. Stealth wealth emphasizes discretion, modesty, and financial prudence over ostentatious spending. This philosophy isn't about hiding wealth but about managing it wisely and living below one's means. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know the life-changing reasons why stealth wealth is the hidden superpower of the truly wealthy and how you can use it to build a fortune. If you believe you're built for more, subscribe now. We're here to guide you with tools, strategies, and stories that actually make a difference. Let's dive in. Reason number 1, the power of understated success. Stealth wealth isn't just about keeping a low profile. It's a strategic mindset that separates those who grow their wealth from those who merely show it off. When you prioritize appearances over financial security, you risk falling into a cycle of debt and stress. As best-selling authors like Thomas J. Stanley emphasize, the more you show, the less you grow. To cultivate stealth wealth, start by focusing on building assets rather than acquiring liabilities. Invest in experiences and knowledge that enhance personal growth and financial acumen. Budget wisely, prioritize savings, and avoid unnecessary spending on status symbols. In the race between showing off and growing wealth, those who choose stealth often emerge as the true winners in the long run. Number 2, you activate the dopamine loop in your favor. Your brain is wired to seek reward. Spending triggers dopamine, but so does financial progress. You just have to train it. Mistake people make is confusing quick pleasure with long-term fulfillment. Behavioral economist Dan Ariely found people value short-term rewards 3x more than long-term ones, until regret hits. Gamify your financial growth. Track investments. Celebrate milestones. Let your bank balance become your scoreboard. Ask yourself, what if the real thrill was watching compound interest work for you instead of flexing for others? Rewire your pleasure system toward growth. Stealth wealth is a dopamine upgrade with dividends. Number 3, you avoid the hidden tax of lifestyle inflation. If your income is growing but your bank balance isn't, you might be a silent victim of lifestyle inflation and not even know it. Lifestyle inflation is the sneakiest financial trap that upgrades your expenses every time your income rises. It feels good in the short term, nicer clothes, better car, fancier restaurants, but it quietly robs you of future wealth. People chase lifestyle upgrades for external validation, new iPhones, bigger homes, or weekend getaways just to post on social media. But this behavior traps them in a paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, no matter how much they earn. Here's how to fix it. Lock in a lifestyle you can sustain even if your income grows. Automate your savings. Treat them like bills. Track lifestyle expenses and compare them yearly to check for inflation creep. Stealth wealth keeps your lifestyle grounded while your wealth soars in the background. The less you inflate your lifestyle, the more freedom you gain. Number 4, visibility attracts vampires. The more visible your wealth becomes, the more hidden hands start reaching for it. Are you ready to pay that price? When you flash success, be it a luxury car, designer brands, or a lavish lifestyle, you attract not admiration, but opportunists. Fake friends, gold diggers, distant relatives asking for small favors, and even lawsuits. Being visibly rich often makes you a magnet for financial vampires, people who drain your resources, time, and peace of mind without giving anything back. And worst of all, you won't even notice until your wealth is bleeding. Let your assets speak, not your lifestyle. Avoid oversharing your wins online. Practice generous discretion. Help others, but without broadcasting your wealth. Being rich and loud is like walking through a jungle covered in honey. You're bound to attract predators. But being rich and quiet, that's how you walk through life untouched, undisturbed, and unstoppable. Number 5, cultural pressure creates financial slavery. From extravagant weddings to overpriced gifts and unnecessary rituals, cultural pressure often forces people into a cycle of spending to fit in, not to build up. It's financial slavery in disguise. When you say yes to one thing, you're saying no to something else. Often that no is your future wealth. Many people spend beyond their means just to keep up with society's expectations, sacrificing peace, savings, and long-term security. When you embrace stealth wealth, you stop playing society's rigged money game and start designing your own. Set financial boundaries, especially with family. Say no politely but firmly when asked to overspend. Redirect that money into investments that grow silently. Number 6. Protects your relationships from transactional love. Jay, a self-made entrepreneur, started dating right after his startup crossed $2 million in revenue. Fancy dinners, weekend getaways, and high-end gifts were his way of expressing love. But deep inside, he had one nagging doubt. Do they like me or my lifestyle? 2 years later, the business tanked. The woman left within weeks. Turns out she wasn't in love with Jay. She was in love with his status. Now Jay lives by a rule. If they can't love me in a $10 t-shirt, they don't deserve me in a tailored suit. A Psychology Today study found that men who display visible signs of wealth are more likely to attract short-term relationships over deep emotional connection. Build relationships while you're still low-key. Let your values be the attraction, not your wallet. If you build love in stealth mode, it's likely real. Stealth wealth helps you filter out the fake. True wealth is having people in your life who love you, even if all you own is peace. Number 7. Helps you negotiate better deals. What if flashing your wealth is actually making everything you buy more expensive? When people see you as rich, they raise their prices, whether it's a landlord, a car dealer, or even a potential business partner. This invisible penalty is what stealth wealth protects you from. In The Millionaire Next Door, Thomas J. Stanley writes, "The wealthy are frugal. They avoid buying status objects. Why? Because when you don't look rich, you're treated like a normal person, not a cash cow. This gives you leverage. Stealth wealth puts you in the position to negotiate better deals, be underestimated in business, a powerful advantage, and strike opportunities where others are overcharged. The less people know about your wallet, the more power you hold at the table. Let them underestimate you, then surprise them with your smart moves." Number 8. Protects you from government and tax scrutiny. The tallest grass gets cut first. Miguel, a tech consultant, made the mistake of sharing screenshots of his crypto profits during the 2021 bull run. One of his relatives, bitter and envious, filed an anonymous tip to the IRS. What followed was a painful 2-year audit, heavy fines, and sleepless nights, even though he wasn't doing anything illegal. He learned one thing: never announce your income, especially not online. Stay under the radar, pay your taxes, but don't give anyone a reason to dig deeper than necessary. But what if you ask me, why should I hide my wealth if I earned it legally? Because not everyone's watching with love. Some watch with envy, and some with authority. The less attention you draw, the fewer problems you attract. I always create valuable videos just for those of you ready to take control of your wealth and live life on your own terms. If you got value today, give back with a like and a subscribe. It's the easiest way to say, keep going. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for joining us today. Our wealthy discussion will continue in the next video. Until then, keep building wealth.